Hello, my name is Uche Akomas, and this is Thought Central with Uche. Thought Central is a program that is centered around life related issues which are designed to inspire a positive change by changing the narrative from my later corner. I consider this change of narrative a process. Today, I decided to start off with the topic self love. I love this topic so much because it has helped me in making certain life decisions, and I'd like to share a few things with you today. Well, before I proceed, I'd like to say three things about self love, three things you need to know about self love. Number one, self love is a divine responsibility. Number two, self love has absolutely nothing to do with pride or being proud. And thirdly, self-love is not a gender thing. I know that you have probably seen some females make posts on social media with hashtag self-love, but it's not a gender thing. It's for everybody. Okay, so you may be asking, what is self-love? Self-love simply means love for oneself or love or high regard for oneself. It also means having good thoughts and feelings towards oneself. And I also need you to know that self-love is a very powerful force that affects every aspect of our lives. It cuts across, emotional, mental, spiritual, financial, health. It cuts across all these aspects of one's life. It also, reflects in how you treat people, the things you say to people, and all of that. And you know what they say? You cannot give what you don't have. So what that means, you can't love other people if you don't love yourself. And it's so sad that some people do not know they do not love themselves. And this is really unfortunate. But just in case you fall in this category and you're wondering, how can I begin to love myself? How can I embody self-love? Embody self-love, I mean making it part of you. Okay, so here are some tips that will help you to fall in love with yourself. Identify you need self-love. Now, you know what the Bible says? Love your neighbor as yourself. That means that God approves of you and I loving ourselves. All right, so it's important that you ask yourself this question: why do I need self-love, or why do I need to love myself? Now, because I said it's a divine responsibility, that's enough reason for you to love yourself. Okay, so when you identify the reason you need to love yourself, it will strengthen your resolve in your journey to self-love and your ability to love yourself. Another tip is commitment. You need to be committed to your journey to self-love because it's very important. You also need to make self-love a top priority in your life and treat it as such. And you must ensure that nothing gets in the way of you and your relationship with yourself. And be committed to the journey. Another way to embody self-love is by forgiveness. Oh yes, that really matters. And there is absolutely no way you can love yourself when you hold someone or some people in unforgiveness. Unforgiveness imprisons you. It makes you bitter. It makes you resentful. It makes you cantankerous. And this is how I describe unforgiveness. So I say that unforgiveness is like going to the market, buying rat poison, coming back to your house, taking the rat poison, and expecting the other person to die, expecting the person or the people that have hurt you to die. Hey, but that's not possible. You are actually killing yourself, not the person who has hurt you or the people that have hurt you. So what you need to do is to learn to forgive, let go of the hurt. And you also need to know that when you forgive people that have hurt you, you are not doing them a favor. You are actually giving yourself the permission to move on, of course. Now, another way to embody self-love is surrounding yourself with good people. These people are the people that truly love you, that respect and uplift you. These are people that are genuinely interested in your well-being, not the people that disrespect you or put you down. And just in case you have such people around you, people that put you down, make you miserable, please keep a distance. It's okay for you to love or like them from a distance. Don't let them rent a space, in your head. Don't let them be in your space. Okay? It's important that you surround yourself with these people. And in case you don't have this kind of people around you, by all means, look for them and surround yourself with these kind of people. Okay, so another way to embody self-love is let go of anything that does not add value to your life. Of course, I really love this part. This is where the shaking off comes in. Now, the habits, the people that make you do the wrong things, that do not add value to your life. This is the time you need to shake them off. Let them, give them a space, give them a distance. Now, these are toxic relationships or friendships or habits. You need to get rid of all of these things that are stopping you from loving yourself. And this step can lead to loneliness, but not to worry, it is a phase that will pass. So you need to replace toxic people with good people, replace destructive habits with good habits. You also may need to deliberately avoid people that make you indulge in bad habits, like womanizing. Okay, so that's one of the habits that maybe people need to shake off. And if you have people that are always making you womanize or smoke or do those things that are not helpful, that are not adding value to your life, then you need to consciously stay away from them. So the next tip is practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is important. So we know that life happens. We know life throws a lot of trash at us, stones, pebbles, rocks, and things like that get to us. And we make mistakes. But you know what? You don't need to dwell too much on your mistakes. Life happens, okay? And you don't need to be your hardest critic, your own hardest critic. Rather be your own best friend. Very important, because this is your relationship between you and yourself. And you need to maintain a very strong relationship with yourself. Always have good feeling towards yourself. Filling your mind with positive words. You can write some of these things and on a paper and paste in your room, in your house, in your office space if you have one. I used to do this a lot when I was, much younger. And that will lead me to the next tip. Practice love habits. Okay, so these are actions and or habits that well up the self-love in you. You need to give yourself treats sometimes. Ladies, do not wait for a man to take you out on a date before you take yourself out. Give yourself some treats sometimes. It's good. Feel good about yourself. Stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, you are intelligent, you're good, all these sweet things. And this would well up that self-love in you. Now, self-love is extremely important and everybody must endeavor to embody it. I hope you find this video very helpful and you'll begin to love yourself. Until I come your way again, my name is Uche Akomas and this is Thought Central. Enjoy the rest of your day and keep loving yourself. Bye.